I wear glasses.
You do?
I wear glasses, yeah.
Dude, glasses is my thing, dude. Take your glasses off.
And then I can't see anything.
Oh, good. Neither can I.
Level the playing field.
Come on, man. Join me. Join me on my quest. What's going on? Welcome to episode 34 of A Fighting Chance. I'm Jared, and of course we have Salvador, the Ox Garcia. How's it going, my man?
It's going good. The Blessed Express is back, baby.
And he's one of your top 3 favorite fighters of all time, I believe, isn't he?
Choo choo.
Dude, when we started talking like a year ago, didn't you tell me you like grew up with a Max Holloway poster on your bedroom wall?
Yeah, I still have it. It tore, so yeah, I don't have it up.
What do you mean it tore? Like it just like it was that ferocious that it just ripped itself?
He's so cool that it broke the poster. No, we moved one time and I poorly put it up with like the thumbtacks, and then when I took it down, it just ripped.
But is it still there?
I still have it. It's in my closet.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
I should put it back up. I'll put it back.
If you just had like a ripped, shredded poster like on your wall.
I mean, it's pretty metal, right?
He means so much to me. It doesn't matter the condition it's in.
I might bring it back. Who knows?
All right. So dude, bring me. I mean, Max is your guy, so you can bring me through your. Just bring me into your world. Bring me into your night. How did it go?
I was the most nervous I've been for a fight in a while. I had like butterflies churning in my stomach.
Yeah. Were you able to eat that night?
Oh yes, I ate. What kind of question is this? What kind of question is this? I ate before the Max fight, so I was fine.
For sure.
Burritos.
But
yeah, I was. Huh?
Burritos.
What did we eat that night? Max Holloway. I don't know. It's not that. Oh, spaghetti and meat sauce. I think
that's important.
Our burgers.
Okay.
We made burgers.
There you go. All right.
Yeah,
burgers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Burgers and Max Holloway.
Okay.
And so I was nervous coming into the fight. First round, he looks really good. He comes out a little more technical. He's throwing a body kick. You could tell he doesn't want to get hit because Arnold hits hard. Second round, he gets hit very hard. And then that's where my stomach churns even more. And I'm very concerned because the biggest thing coming into this whole fight week was his chin going to hold up? Can he take the power, Allen? All of this stuff. And he did it. And he looked pretty good doing it. You know, I think he put on like a championship level performance against someone who's very tough, very game. And
he was 10-0.
I know. I mean, he proved that the best is still blessed. Unless you're
well, what did you think of Arnold?
I was very impressed with Arnold. I thought he could have done a little more. He was
like if you had put it on earlier.
Yeah, I think he was a little starstruck. Because you saw in the back, like after the fight, he was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." And you could tell all fight week that he had to stay in like, "This is my opponent, so I can't be, like joshing over him or whatever." But I don't even know if that's the right word.
No, it's fine. It works.
It works. But yeah, I think he respected him a little too much. And you could like a couple times in the fight, he would hit him hard and then kind of reset, and then you see him kind of like realize like, oh my God, I'm in the ring with Max Holloway, and he'd kind of have to snap back. So I think he was fighting something mentally that fight. Yeah. But from what I saw, he had all the skills to beat Max. He's just kind of young. So Max, he's put on a better performance.
It's a weird position for Max to be in because he's beating everyone except for Alex. And I mean, it's just one of the, you can't book a 4th fight.
Yeah. Depends who you ask on the 4th fight.
I'm asking you right now.
Of course. I'd watch that fight 1,000 times. I want to watch it until it happens. But I don't know if that's what the company wants. Dana kind of, he kind of glanced over it when they asked him. And
do you like him with the Korean Zombie?
I like that. I think that's fun. It's not really like that doesn't do anything, That's just that's somebody who Alex already beat, so it's not like he's taken out a contender. I think that's more for just he wants to fight that guy, like a legacy fight.
Because if Yair beats Alex, they're gonna have to rerun that,
right?
But if Yair beats Alex twice, you could easily make that case for
right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's up to like how active does Max want to be at this point in his career, and we got to see how that Volk fight goes. It's really his whole career is kind of in the hands of what happens with the title.
I feel like that's the position a lot of people are in. Like that's what Robert Whittaker was in. It's really interesting.
Yeah, there's so many of these guys that they're the best in the world, just not against that guy.
Right.
Like that guy specifically, you just can't get past him.
What? And you loved the card as a whole.
It was that's probably one of the best cards I've seen in a minute, top to bottom.
Well, I was awake for the main fight, which was nice.
Good job.
But there was a lot of fights that were going on where I was over at Emily's parents' house down in Tampa, and we were having like a jam session, like during like a lot of the fights. They got a karaoke set up, and Emily's sister's boyfriend brought his bass amp, and I plugged in my electric guitar to the karaoke unit, and we plugged in some backing track, just like drums only tracks. And so it was like drums, electric guitar with the bass, and Emily's dad was singing some vocals.
Oh shit!
And
ripping.
It was a scene. It was for sure a scene. Yeah, we did a few covers, a few originals.
Did you do any Sabbath?
No Sabbath, but no. We leave Sabbath for the Garcias. No,
I thought I heard that somewhere.
Dude, they're fans of everything, but we didn't do Sabbath. We're more like of an original comedy band. Once he gets a microphone in his hand, it's more like lay down a funky riff, and he just goes, free form. And it was but I definitely missed a few of the fights because of that.
Oh, okay. What fights did you get to catch up on?
That's a good question.
Because you were answering for some of them, you were answering for not some of them.
Okay, let's go through them. Kutalaba, that was nuts. That was nuts.
Devastating.
Yeah,
I did not see that. I don't even like Tanner Boser that much. Not like I dislike him. I just, I don't really know Tanner Boser or follow him like that.
Yeah, that was violent.
But I thought he was going to win. I was like, he's coming. He looked in great shape coming down from heavyweight. He's had competitive as in like he's gone the distance with, Cyril Gane, like some of those higher level guys. And I was like, Kupalabra's on the downside of his career. I was like, he could just, decision his way to a win here. And he got punched against the cage like 10 times in a row.
That one, Edson Barboza, I was there for that, which was also very impressive.
Edson looked awesome. That was vintage Edson Barboza.
He's like 37 or 38, isn't he?
I know, and he's still knocking out. And also, I didn't know Billy Q was that old. Because on the commentary, they're like, yeah, this Edson Barboza is going to fight this young kid, or Dana kept saying young kid. And then I look it up, and Billy Q's 34. He's only like a couple years younger than Edson.
Okay.
Edson's just been in the game so long.
Damn. That is...
Right? That kind of threw me. I was like, wow, okay. He's not even...
Well, they're probably about the same age after that knee.
Oh, yeah. Billy's pushing 39 after that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. What else? Come on.
I do want to point out, because when I brought this up originally, you were like, oh, this guy's too tall. He's going to get ripped to the body.
Who?
And,
about who?
Brandon Royval, knee to the face. That's all I got to say. You doubted him. And he went out there and made it look easy.
I made one parlay of like 10 fights, and that was the only one I lost.
You should have listened to me, dude.
I know, and it's always like that. It always comes down to one thing like that. Dude.
I think I was pretty right on most of this card, actually. Even the Pedro fight, I picked Pedro. I know you were high on Chris Gutierrez, but that just looked like another one of those veteran. You're good, but you're not there yet. There's levels.
I don't know, man. The kid, it was just all coming together for me.
Chris Gutierrez?
Yeah, with the kid, I feel for him.
Oh, the story.
Yeah,
I was like, he's like 32. What do you mean the kid?
No, his whole story. It's when you grab me, you grab me.
Yeah, man.
Pedro Munoz has never grabbed me, and that's not like a knock at him. It's just I've never like had a story that I connect with, and not even similar stories, but just like a story of like I really do like vibe with fighters who have like stories of honest struggle, like something that is like. And of course, like, you know, there's two sides to every story. It's not like I'm like, oh, you know, Chris Gutierrez, he's like, you know, this clean, like I'm sure he's been guilty in his life of things also like that have gotten him into this position. But but regardless of, you know, throughout pain, you learn. And I'm sure, you know, at the end of the day, like he's still like he's living a life that is tough for him. Like you can tell when he talks, like, he's just a real dude. Like it doesn't sound, and I'm not saying he's not like a guy who has fun. Like I'm sure he has a good time and whatnot, but there's still something there that's like deep down that I think will always, you know, be a lingering source of pain. And I always resonate to those stories. I just, those are my guys.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
they don't have to be your guys. You can like Sean O'Malley, dude. I like Chris Gutierrez.
No, I feel like Pedro's story is the story of his career, because that guy has been through the ringer, and he always brings it every single fight. So it felt real good to see him get a solid win, because he's been on a tough little skid there, but against, you know, the best of the best. Like he's facing former champion. So it was nice to see him actually.
For sure.
Yeah.
Clear win.
You're such a hater, dude.
No, it was. It was.
Why'd you say it like that?
Like I really was. It was one of those fights where throughout the entire thing, I knew Chris was losing.
I thought you said that
sarcastically. No.
Yeah.
It may have sounded that way. I think it was another parlay winner for me. So
so you're just a little salty about it, just a little bit.
Dude. I was down. You know, like I said, I was down with Emily's family, and when I'm not music streaming or doing like something that I genuinely like, and it's not that I don't love being around Emily's family. I have a great time going down there, but when I'm out of my like element, I get antsy, and like I just get like I'm a very antsy person if I'm like not doing like my normal routine. And I was like, oh damn, I'm antsy right now, so I'm gonna make a few bets. And every single bet that I made on this card, because like I haven't bet in like 3 months.
Yeah.
And I was really like being very casual for myself. Like I didn't want to ruin my night, no matter like how big or small. But like I was just like being very casual with it. But I was really going for the fights that I wanted to win, like, you know, Arnold Allen and Chris Gutierrez and like the Nicolau, that one being part of a parlay. But everything like I did was just like, that was don't go with your heart in MMA.
No, you can't. I think that's why I did a little better this card with my picks, because I was like, minus the Max one, which I just can't root against Max.
Yeah,
I was a little more economical with my choices.
Well, next time hit me up, Sal. What are we doing?
Dude,
here?
I'll let you know, dude.
Next time I go to Tampa, I'll let you know.
Speaking of hurt, Clay Guida versus Rafa Garcia was a painful fight to sit through. Not because it was boring. Just because it was Clay Guida getting like completely demolished for 3 rounds.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because he gave his mom a birthday shout out after faking a retirement.
I thought that was funny. Dana didn't seem to like it, but I thought that was pretty funny. He's Clay Guida. Like, who cares, you know? Freaking legend.
It wasn't even her birthday that day. It was like her birthday in 2 days.
Yeah, but it's Mama Guida, you know?
Go on, get in another arena in 2 days and go shout his mom out then.
Yeah. That's
just
fair.
Get on stage at like the next Taylor Swift concert and just be like, happy birthday, Mom.
Go to your local karaoke bar.
Yeah.
Get it done there.
Yeah, go do comedy like Chris Barnett.
I do want to bring up Zach Cummings versus Ed Herman, because I think that's possibly the greatest retirement fight I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was jamming during that one for sure.
They were, I mean, I think Ed Herman is very tough. But Zach Cummings looked awesome. Like he dropped him, I think, 6 times or something crazy like that.
Really?
Just, I mean, masterclass.
But their chins have got to be done, right?
No, Ed Herman he has a chin on him. Just Zach Cummins was throwing a lot and throwing very hard. And I think the fact that he got knocked down so many times is a testament to his chin, because a lot of those were fight enders. And he just, he got back up and he kept going at 40, whatever. So a lot of respect for him. And a double retirement, which I don't think I've ever seen before that I can remember. But it was cool.
That's a funny thing. Like, two guys like fight, and then they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, this sucks. This hurts.
Yeah, like,
ow.
It's kind of funny though, because it's like next time it's like, hey, we could just agree to not do this beforehand.
Yeah. Man, who was it? I saw somebody who did. It was a fighter who did like a skate on Instagram about like what they're thinking about in the fight. And so it's like what everybody thinks you're thinking during the fight, where it's like, oh yeah, I just got him with the head kick, whatever. And what they're really thinking during the fight is like, ow, that hurt. My shin, ow, my elbow, ow, he hit me too hard. It's like, I mean, it's brutal. It's a friggin' brutal sport.
Dude, that's not what they're thinking. He was just being funny.
I mean, there's no way you don't get kicked in the head and you're like, damn, that hurt me a little bit. I mean,
I bet it's from person to person. Like, it's definitely got to be different.
Maybe. The more brain dead you are, the more it's just like, you just keep going.
Yeah. I run on my microwave a lot, so
yeah.
I got that hard head. And
did you ever hear that thing that like if you stand in front of the microwave that you're gonna get radio waves? Like they'd always tell me don't stand in front of the microwave because the waves are gonna get into your brain. Did you ever hear that?
Dude, that's why you need to watch South Park.
What?
There's an episode where he needs to, Randy, Stan's dad, needs to start getting medical marijuana because it comes to Colorado. And he's like, sir, you can't come in here. This is only for people who have medical disease that, gives them the ability to get their medical marijuana. And he's like, what? And then they're like, yeah, like if you have cancer. And he's like, starts naming all these things. So he's like, well, how do I get cancer? And he literally puts his balls in the microwave.
Wow.
I'm not even dude, they start bouncing around these massive balls, like they're basically like physio ball size, and they're just bouncing around town.
I've seen that. Yeah.
It's like
I've seen the clip. So stupid.
So awesome.
Yeah, dude, they can get away with everything.
There's
not a thing that they can do that is gonna get them canceled or whatever. They're immortal.
Yeah, well, something needs to be at this point.
Yeah, right. It's like still one thing left. That and like, have you seen Eric Andre show? Yeah. That they do crazy stuff and they're fine too.
He's wild, man.
Yeah,
very talented, wild. Eric Andre.
He went to
Berkeley.
Yeah. For upright.
For bass. Yeah, he slaps the bass.
He makes music too. It's out there. It's interesting. It's definitely not like a dude messing around on his laptop. Like you can tell he knows a little more.
For sure.
It's still jokey. So I don't know. Who knows what his real stuff is like?
I like jokey music.
Yeah, it can be fun. Have you heard clowncore before?
Clowncore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've heard clowncore?
I've heard clowncore.
I love clowncore. Probably my favorite duo of all time is clowncore.
Yeah. I mean, lately I've just been listening to the SpongeBob musical, so
on repeat.
Dude, we went like 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I know. I can't. We're going again. So
again?
Yeah, we have to.
It was that good.
It's the happiest I've been in like 12 years.
And you got married recently, so
yeah. I mean, Leon's second now.
Yeah,
Leon's head kick is now second place to SpongeBob.
Wow, so marriage is third.
Yeah.
Is it even third? Is there something else that takes that place?
Yeah. Is he losing the first fight? Yes.
Nice. And Corey Sandhagen,
dude, that masterclass
number 5.
Yeah, for sure. No, that
dude, it might not even crack top 10 anymore.
What, the wedding?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but don't tell her that.
No, of course.
I mean, the wedding weekend, jamming with you Friday night is still better than the wedding. And then also the fights with Charles and Islam, watching that with you guys was still better than the wedding. Also,
imagine how much better that would have been if Charles won.
That's
and
crazy.
Piotr won.
That would have been number 1, 2, and 3.
We would have never stopped talking about it. Like it's a sore topic for me now because.
And Charles is out now against Beneil, and that fight card is just a mess right now.
Well, no. I think they just booked. Actually, this ties in.
Is it official? Is it official?
No. There's rumors, but there's one that was just made official. We got Nasruddin Imavov versus Chris Curtis. 2 of my favorites, so this hurts, but it's a fun fight.
At which fight? At what fight?
On that card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just booked that today.
But that's not the co-main, is it?
No. I'm just saying that they're stacking up the card.
They are helping it out
to make up for the loss of that one. Let me check what else we got. But yes, in reference.
So who do you think is going to take the co-main?
The rumblings, and this may change as soon as we put this episode out, but the rumblings right now is Paulo Costa versus Jan Blachowicz at 205. And then there's also
Gilbert Burns.
That was my next one. I think there's also Gilbert versus Leon or Gilbert versus Bilal, which I don't think is going to happen.
It's not going to be Gilbert versus Leon.
Or not, sorry, Dustin Poirier.
Dustin. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Leon. wait.
Leon Wedrick?
Yeah. It's just on my mind all the time. But yeah, we're looking at DP versus Gilbert Burns.
Dude, that's the one right there, though.
They just need to book that immediately. Don't even mess around.
Dude, because that would get that card so many more pay-per-view buys. Like the thing is, you do Bilal versus Gilbert. That's not the same thing.
Cares. No one cares.
No one cares.
Respectfully to Gilbert and to Bilal, that just doesn't get people up out of there. It's it'll move things along in the division. It clears it up a little bit, but after the fight, it's like, okay, now this dude's gonna have to wait for a title shot. So it's DP and Gilbert mixes it up, and then even with the Jan and Costa fight, I feel like that's fun because Paulo Costa's there. But other than that,
fun for you.
it's a guy friend. But what is it not fun to Paulo Costa fight week? It's chaos. But then either guy wins that fight. It's like, okay, what now?
Speaking of chaos, if Colby could make weight in London, why can't he make weight and fight Gilbert and save that card?
Because he doesn't want to fight Gilbert.
Dude, that would be such a card saver.
Gilbert is a horrible matchup for him.
What?
Gilbert?
Come on.
With Colby.
Come on.
I'm taking Gilbert.
Of course you are.
You wouldn't take Gilbert? You would take Colby?
Yes. If Gilbert had done something amazing against Jorge and gotten him out of there, I might be reconsidering. I'm just saying neither one of them got Jorge out of there.
But don't look at Jorge. Don't look at the last performance. Look at just Gilbert Burns' skill set. I think skill set for skill set, I'm taking Gilbert Burns. And power. Kobe probably has the straight up wrestling on him.
Definitely.
Definitely. And you can't really knock Gilbert's last. I know I did, but thinking back on it now, Masvidal is still a good defensive wrestler.
Dude, I love that Gilbert called him out for cheating.
Yeah, and then apologized.
Yeah, but did you
He's
hear the whole thing?
He's such a good guy.
Did you hear the thing? Yeah.
Then he was like, 100%.
With...
He's put the lotion on his... Wow, that's a bad impression. He put the lotion on the skin. It's Nigerian.
What is this? This is like silence. This is like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
That's what Gilbert was saying.
Yeah, but for sure. But
that
with the accent you just did, with the accent you just did, somebody was about to get murdered.
Oh, wow. Interesting. But yeah, who knows what's going on with that fight? I'm looking now. It doesn't look like there's any real movement on it. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man,
I would really like
lotion on the skin.
He's putting it on his skin.
I'm 100%.
That was even worse.
I'm not
that
even
was a
going
bad
for,
impression of the
I'm not
bad
even
impression.
going for Gilbert at this point. I'm just.
Oh my god.
I'm just a mole person.
You're just going for something.
But I mean, if that's a thing, it's an old dog trick. What do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, he's a street dude. So I'm sure he has tricks from like
guys who fight in the street just have lotion on them at all times.
No, I'm just he fought in Japan. He fought in like lesser regulated
for sure
organizations. So I'm sure he knows all kinds of vet tricks, really.
Yeah.
Gilbert didn't even seem mad about it. He was almost like, "Oh, I see. You got me there, bro. You got me there, bro."
Dude,
but yeah, who knows?
What's up with you trying to get knocks on your door by fighters?
What do you mean?
Dude, I'm going through the internet today and I just see a Fighting Chance has a clip that's titled Brendan Schaub and Chris Barnett. And I'm like, okay, we'll see what this is. And it's literally within the first 2 seconds, he's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what Brendan Schaub told me. And I'm just like, oh no, I said the same thing as Brendan.
That's on you, dude. You said those words.
I definitely dug myself out of the hole. Dude, honestly, if anybody's got something to worry about, it's Chris Barnett.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
he did clarify it. He's like, I'm not trying to start any clickbait. So I didn't clickbait it.
No, for sure. But at the same time, the funniest thing was the only positive thing that he could come up with was that he's a good father.
You could literally see him like digging to find something. He was like, at least he's he's like he's humble. Well, he's not humble, but he's a good dad.
He said he's a respectable dad.
Yeah. He's technically in his household with his children, which is enough. That's great. He's there at least, But
what was interesting about you putting that clip out was like 2 nights ago, I was going to sleep. I just couldn't sleep. And one of the videos that popped up on YouTube was, of course, Joe Rogan and Brian Callen talking to Brendan Schaub about why he needs to quit fighting, which we've all heard, that 30-minute awesome piece where Joe Rogan
multiple times actually.
Dude, it just, I don't know why. I just clicked on it again and it just made me feel good. Like just listening to
it. Before we move on real quick, I just have to clarify. I misspoke on something. The Imavov fight is on 289, not 288.
289?
Yeah, 289 is the Canada fight, which they moved the Charles one to that one. So that's what I was referring to.
They did move Charles to that?
Yeah, they're fighting in June in Canada.
Okay.
On the Pena Nunez card, which we'll get to.
We have not talked about that.
Continue.
Because we haven't really felt a need. No, it's okay. I was done.
Okay. Sorry. I just remembered.
That's a good thing to remember.
I've been getting some shit in the comments. I've been like getting stuff wrong, so I have to.
Have you?
Yeah, when we talked in our Dricus clip, I said that Trevin Giles had Dricus hurt, and then someone was like, "What are you talking about?" I went back and watched the fight. I was like, "Oh, he never had him hurt at all." And then I was like, "My bad, I misspoke." I was thinking of the Darren Till fight where he actually was hurt.
I think he was tired at some point in the Trevin Giles fight.
He had him rock that one in the Trevin fight.
Yeah, wasn't he tired at some point?
He just fights sloppy, so it always looks like he's tired. But I watched and it wasn't really like it was competitive, but it wasn't.
So
like,
wait, hurting him. So wait, you put down a fighter who graciously came onto our show to misquote something?
How did I put down? No, I'm saying I said I thought Trevin Giles hurt Dricus.
Right, but it's false advertisement of what actually
did
happened.
Not hurt Dricus. He got knocked out.
Okay. Well, so now we'll have to re-put out a clip of Trevin Giles actually didn't do anything to Dricus.
I clarified it in the comments.
Cool. Awesome.
I clarified.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You said the Izzy Titty video was getting a lot of comments?
The Dricus video got actually a lot more comments than the Izzy one.
Really?
Yeah, we got damn near 30 comments. People are very mad about our take. I don't think they watched the whole video, to be honest with you, because a lot of things are like, why didn't you say this? We say later in the video.
Really?
So yeah.
Like what?
We'll go through them now.
Yeah. Walk me through this.
Let's see.
This on YouTube?
Yes.
That video got 30 comments?
Yeah.
Nice.
Almost. It's at 28.
You lied.
There's also some comments that I don't know what they mean at all.
Dude,
There's one guy that commented Kruger is legit, which I don't know what that means.
What?
I was like, did we say something? Did we say Kruger or something? I'm so confused. Maybe they misspelled Dricus, but how do you get from Dricus to Kruger? I don't know.
Like Freddy Krueger? Do I look like Freddy Krueger?
Maybe.
Dude, they're calling me Freddy Krueger.
Did Freddy Krueger wear sunglasses?
I don't know. Dude, I can't see. I have no idea.
He didn't. Yeah, but there's one comment that says perfect style match for Izzy. I don't know. Dricus is a dog wherever it goes. We in the video were like, yeah, but Dricus is a dog. You never know. So they're just, it's like
dude. But I took Dricus.
Yeah, these people aren't. One person put Mr. Shea's probably hiding his dilated pupils, and then I just commented back like he's blind, and then they put back I'm sure, and so I was like, okay, what?
Dude, these are good comments. I like this.
Yeah, we have great people in the comment section. And then, bro with the glasses don't understand that literally anything can happen in a fight when there's a dog in there, which is something that I said.
Wait, but I'm the one with the glasses.
I think he meant me because I have glasses. You have sunglasses.
Are you wearing glasses?
Because I'm the one saying that I don't think Dricus can do it. I'm wearing glasses. I wear glasses.
You do?
I wear glasses, yeah.
Dude, glasses is my thing, dude. Take your glasses off.
And then I can't see anything.
Good. Neither can I.
Level the playing field.
Come on, man. Join me. Join me on my quest.
I've been cheating basically this whole time.
Yeah, you mean to tell me you could be like me with just taking those off?
It's like you get to do this and like get extra help for everything.
Those fix your eyes. Take those off.
God. My bad.
It's okay. We'll let this one slide.
Yeah. I'll wear contacts next time. So
cheater.
Glasses can be your thing. But yeah, we got some cool comments. And you guys should comment more. You should comment whenever you want to comment, you know? And call us out for all the wrong things that we say all the time.
No, don't call me out for anything.
Yeah, don't call out Jared. Just call me out for everything.
Yeah, honestly, I agree that Sal says most of the things that are wrong.
What are you talking about? You're the one who was talking about Brendan. That wasn't me. Dude. I didn't say anything.
I showed Brendan Schaub respect. I'm a fan. Like, I've been a fan of the fighter and the kid. I said that. That's his show. He is is he the fighter or the kid? I can't ever.
Hey, I paid him respect. I brought up his Mirko Krokop win.
Dude, that's a funny one to bring up because he brings that up when Joe's telling him to quit. And Joe's like, dude, his chin was done by the time you punched that thing.
I just know, like, Mirko Krokop is such a legend. It's kind of funny almost that he has a win over him. It's like,
yeah, but it's funny to brag about that. Yeah, but at the time when Brendan knocked him out, like, to be bragging about that at that point is just not, it's not the same guy.
Obviously not, but it's still a legend. You know, like, you can't completely undermine the win. Because look, after that fight, he went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He won on an 11-1 run in the last 12 fights of his career. Mirko.
What?
Yeah, dude. He fought up until 2019, and then he only stopped because he had like an enlarged heart or something like that, and he had to retire. They forced him to retire. But his last win was against Roy Nelson in Bellator. Like, he was on his way to get the Bellator heavyweight belt.
Wow.
So, I mean, dude was still finishing fights. Like, those were all finishes except for the Roy fight.
All right.
So, it's a good win. It's a good win.
All right, I get that you're trying to keep the peace. I get it.
I mean, you're the one who texted me. I'm trying to get beat up. I don't know about
I'm just worried about you, man.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
You got Chase. Oh, that's true. You did spar with Pantoja.
Yeah. I had kickback. I actually did by mistake kick Pantoja in the face.
No, you did not.
I did. He was holding the pad, and then like we were demonstrating, so he told me to throw a head kick. So he's teaching the class, and I throw it, and then I'm thinking that I have to just do it again because he's still demonstrating. And he put the pad down and bah! I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He just took it on the chin.
Literally, your foot hit his chin.
I didn't go like full force because as I'm throwing it, I was like, "Oh shit, he doesn't have the pad up," so I kind of held back a little, but I kind of like foot slapped him in the face. And he reacted too. He's a fighter, obviously.
What did he do?
He just moved away a little bit, like, oh. And so it only kind of just like slapped him. But yeah,
damn.
That's a story. I forgot about that.
He didn't go down or anything?
No, because it just slapped him. It was like that, one of those.
All right.
Excuse me. But yeah. So I can basically say that I head kicked Pantoja.
You can. You just did.
I can. I just did. Spreading false information.
Juliana Pena, Amanda Nunes, what do you think?
I don't mind it. I think the MMA community is like enraged. But like, what other fight do you want to see? You know? I wouldn't mind seeing Irene get a shot, but it's like, it's whatever. I mean, Nunes gets it, or Pena gets it, or Aldana gets it.
The thing that I like about it is Juliana is such a talker. Like, she sells this thing, unlike Amanda.
She does.
And she goes on the MMA Hour, and in like 5 minutes, you're convinced. You're like, oh yeah, I kind of do want to see the trilogy. She does deserve it. Like, she got Amanda out of there, and she was a warrior for 5 rounds in the second fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of like the casual takes have kind of leaked in on that fight. Like, obviously she got dropped, you know, her striking's not the highest level, but you could never count out someone who's a dog like that. And her jiu-jitsu is legit.
Dude, not just her jiu-jitsu. Amanda went to that press conference limping.
Yeah, exactly. Like she had her hurt.
She was hurt. Oh, yeah.
She was hurt. So
yes.
Amanda looked great that fight, not to take anything away from her. But it wasn't a clean performance, you know? Like, she had to fight to get that win. I think people kind of made it out like Nunes or Pena had nothing for her. So
like she said, Amanda had a great plan for her.
Exactly. So I'm genuinely interested in seeing how this third one plays out because I don't have any clue, really.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if Juliana was back to like being a plus 500 again. Yeah. After that second fight.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Pena.
Me too. 100%.
I was one of we were one of the few that was like, I don't think you were. Were you?
What, for the last fight?
Yeah. Was that before we were doing the podcast?
No, we were definitely both rooting for Pena for the last one.
Okay.
The first fight was before we were doing the pod.
That's what I mean, the first one.
The first fight?
That's before we did the pod?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my whole family, because my, like we've been watching Juliana since Tough. So it was kind of like, oh, we watched this person grow up in the UFC. Yeah. And so we're all kind of rooting for her, but no one had any real confidence in the fact that she's going to get it done. So my whole family was like, I like Juliana, but Amanda's going to win. And I was like, watch, guys. I feel it. And then it happened.
Dude, it was funny because I felt it too. I really did. And it was my sister and her friend got to the house like 10 minutes before that fight started. She's like, oh, what's about to happen? And I was like, this girl's considered like, this woman is like the best mixed martial artist female of all time. Like everybody, considers her to be the GOAT. I'm like, she's about to lose. And I showed Audra, my sister, I showed her, I go, this is what, and I just typed in on my bookie, I typed in $200 on Pena. And I go, just look at this. I go, this is what this would win if this girl won. And it was like close to $3,000.
Damn.
And I go, don't hit. No. I go, don't hit anything. I go, don't hit anything. Cause like, I wasn't like, at that point, like making a $200 bet would have been like my entire account. And I was just like, don't do anything. Do not do it. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. And I literally just exited out. The fight started. And then Juliana knocks her.
Yeah, man.
Or that chokes her out.
We were jumping up and screaming, going crazy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see the third one.
Dude, and you were saying Charles Oliveira is on that card. David today found Charles Oliveira racing horses.
Dude, I saw that. It was awesome. It's the most random video I've ever seen. Because I was on Twitter and like I thought it was a joke at first. I thought it because they were saying like, oh, he's getting pulled out, or what was it? No, this is why he's getting injured. He's doing side quests. And I look at the video and I'm like, oh, it's probably just a guy who looks like Charles Oliveira. And you really look and it's him.
There's a horse pulling him on a chariot.
Yeah, dude, he's racing horses on a chariot. And I think he won.
Yeah, oh yeah, he won.
I didn't like understand how it works, but I think he.
I heard somebody go Charles Oliveira, and it was like an exciting. And I was like, "Yeah,
champion!" Yeah, that was so great. That made my day.
It made up for when Islam beat him almost.
Yeah, dude, that was probably the greatest video I've ever seen. It was awesome.
But
shout out to David.
The man upstairs. I love that you're watching that too.
Yeah.
We got a big card this weekend.
We do have a big card. Big card.
A good card.
It's a good solid card. There's interesting matchups. No big fight energy though.
I was just watching Bobby Green.
I was also watching I was watching that maybe an hour ago.
I was watching that 20 minutes before this podcast started.
I never miss a Bobby Green media day. It's just
King.
It's him.
We can just start calling him King now.
King Green. My bad.
King Green. Not even Green. Just King.
Oh, that's what he meant. Like his. You can't. Can you get rid of your last name?
Yeah, dude. He's just gonna be King.
Oh wow. So King, Kevin Holland. I can't miss. And Max Holloway. I always watch those three.
Oh really? Because Sean Strickland's aren't 20 times better than all of those.
And Sean Strickland.
Because Sean Strickland's aren't the best.
How dare I?
Yeah.
Dude, I think Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland are potentially like the greatest Twitter duo of all time. They go after everybody, especially Chris Curtis.
Dude, Sean is a hero of mine at this point.
I know, dude. I've never seen two people so committed to like calling out every troll possible.
Dude, I was listening to the Schmo's wife, Helen, interviewing Sean Strickland the other day. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Cool.
Helen Lee.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to her. She's awesome. And
she is, yeah.
Dude, she was interviewing. Dude, they both, her and the Schmo, do great interviews with Sean Strickland. Like they just let him have a good time.
They're the only ones who get him.
For sure.
And he does. He only does Schmo interviews or Smo interviews.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He says, hey, the thing about you, Smo.
Smo.
I'm just like, this is the best. But
you're a good guy.
Dude, but it was so funny because she would put like a car horn in every time he said every time he said the F word. And so literally like just to censor him. And it was probably a 10-minute interview and there may have been 80 horns. And the best part was, so she was so thorough with getting all or with inserting the horn. But no joke, dude, she missed like 20 of them.
Really?
Yeah, so for like you're going to be thorough and put in a horn as a censor, but she also missed like 20.
Dude, that has to suck for whoever the editor is. Because it's probably not them. They have to sit there just waiting for Sean Strickland to say the F word.
But like AI does this for you at this point.
Yeah, true.
Like David was going through a podcast that I did with Kyle the other day, and it literally is just getting the entire transcript up right in front of him.
Yeah. And we use Riverside.
Yeah.
And yeah, we could just pull up a transcript.
So
it's easy. Easy peasy.
But
the world is getting more efficient.
You ever check out Chat GTP or whatever it is?
Yeah, I use Chat TPP.
Do you?
Yeah, it's GPT.
What have you used it for?
All kinds of stuff. Anytime I'm having to do like copy on stuff and this is not interesting conversation at all.
You don't think so?
We're talking about copywriting.
You don't think it's interesting?
For fight fans, I don't think so.
It's a brand new world.
So here's what you're going to do. Go into ChatGPT.
Yeah.
How to be an MMA casual.
Yeah.
Don't like Pena versus Nunez 3. Sean O'Malley is the great. All right, Conor McGregor is the greatest fighter of all time. Stylebender's really cool. Let's see what else. Yeah, and that's it. And Michael Chandler is awesome.
He cuts good promos.
Yeah. He pulled himself up by the bootstraps.
Dude, I think this card's pretty good, though, this weekend.
It is. There's solid dudes on it.
Who you got? Who you got?
Main event?
Yeah.
All right. I've been seeing a lot of Sergei Pavlovich, monster, but Overeem out-wrestled him. And so, therefore, Curtis Blaydes can out-wrestle him. I respect the skill set of Curtis Blaydes.
Yeah.
But I think I respect the boxing specifically of Sergei a little more.
Yeah.
And that was now, I think, 5 years ago. That's a whole other, that's a big chunk of his career ago. And he has looked a lot better. He looks a lot faster lately. He's hitting guys really hard. And I don't think you can undermine taking out Taito Iwasa in under a minute. Because, we were there live to see it. And it was almost scary how easily he ran through him. So I like Curtis. I think he has a very well-rounded skill set. His hands are actually a lot better than he gets credit for. But I'm picking Sergei.
His hands are better against people who don't have insane knockout power, though.
Yeah, well, that's why he doesn't want to strike. He's he's smart to not want to strike with Derek Lewis, but sometimes you get caught,
Right. But, like, he does a better striking against, like, Dawkins.
Yeah. No, I just even in that scenario, when he's throwing with a guy who obviously doesn't have that heat coming back at him, it doesn't look like a wrestler who's just striking because he can in that fight. He looks kind of comfortable on the feet. He throws good combos. He's like, it's not as amateur as you'd think it'd be. He looks pretty solid.
So you're taking Sergei.
Taking Sergei Pavlovich. But you never know. I think if Curtis can start getting him down early, then it's a whole different fight because Curtis will just do the same thing, take him down, make him hurt. And then that's a very different fight. So I think the first round's very telling. If Curtis can get past maybe that first 3-4 minutes, we'll see. But I think he has the skills to get it done, Sergei.
It is, it's interesting that this has got to be a title eliminator. It has to. And they're having it at the Apex. Like the heavyweight title eliminator. And
there's fun fights on here too that like taking them to a crowd would do
really well.
It's a good card, yeah.
This whole card would be great live.
I'm over the Apex. I'm over it. I know that it's convenient for them too, obviously, but I forgot who it was. Oh, it was DC talking about fighting in the Apex. He said it's like that he hated it, and he was talking about how Brock Lesnar said that like his first wrestling match was in an empty gym, and that like after that he never wanted to compete in that kind of environment again because what are you doing this for if not to like entertain a crowd and feed off the energy and all that?
Right. Yeah.
So when you take that element out, it's kind of you're watching a sparring match, essentially. With there's nothing to feed off of. It doesn't feel like you're watching a big card. There's no real energy. Like I could have seen that card last weekend that we just had in Kansas, being a lesser card at the Apex. But I feel like Kansas really brought a great energy, and that boosted up the whole card.
Dude, the bad concerts that I've played for like literally just the bartender, at least I can still pull some energy from like the band members.
Exactly.
That like
there's bodies in the room.
Yeah, like I can pull some I can be like, okay, we created this together. We're still having fun with each other. But like I can relate to what you're saying with like the DC thing. Like if I'm doing like a music stream and like I'm not getting any feedback, I'm like literally what am I doing? But then sometimes I'm like, okay, at least you're practicing your instrument. But it's like it just doesn't. But then the second that somebody starts like recognizing and being like, this is great, like blah blah blah, play this song, like the second that it could be one person, and it's like it changes it up from like feeling like what I'm sure being in an actual fight, like getting a response is all the difference.
And I think it feels like there's no stakes in the fight. Like it
Right.
kind of pulls out the I don't know how the word for it, but it just kind of pulls out the stakes from the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it starts the butterflies. You don't want to have that adrenaline that makes you like, have your gas tank go out, but at the same time, you want to feel something. You don't want to be like, okay, this is the same as training. Yeah,
you want to feel that big moment. Like for more than often, it's going to motivate people to go out there and put it on.
Yeah, I
know. Go ahead.
No, they still have people paying, and 1,000 people at the Apex, but it's such a different kind of thing, especially for the main event. Like, main event anywhere has a large feel to it.
Yeah, like to your point with the streams, like it's sucky when no one goes in there and you're not getting punched in the head. You know what I mean? Like these guys are going in there and just hitting each other.
Yeah, like literally, I can be like, okay, this is just an hour of practicing.
Let's just go take a nap or something.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna have long-term damage to their bodies.
Yeah, but they're getting paid.
Yeah, the money. You see, you watched the interview, but Bobby Green came with his stack of 60 grand.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's a lot of money.
I didn't understand what he was doing at first, but it's the bonus money, I think was what he was referring to.
But they're 50 grand bonuses.
Maybe he miscounted. Well, no, he did say that like some of it was money that he was owed or whatever, something like that.
Dude, he's a wild man. That's for sure.
He's awesome. The more I watch him, the more I see Kevin Holland in Bobby Green. Like even how they talk, it's very similar.
Villains.
It's cool. It's like his. Did you heard him say that he had a spat with Kevin?
Did he say that?
Yeah, I didn't know that they had any beef.
Huh.
I thought they were buds.
Did you hear him talking about flooding PEDs out of your system with a IV?
He's like, that wasn't me. I didn't say that. You guys said that.
So who do you got with him and Jared Gordon?
Dude, I think Bobby Green is gonna tee off on Jared Gordon. I thought Bobby looked really good last fight.
Yeah.
And he just happened to be facing Drew Dober, who's indestructible.
Yeah.
I don't think Jared Gordon can take the heat, and I don't think he can give back enough to I don't think he's going to put out Bobby Green. Unless he's chinny now that he got knocked out. Obviously there's physical things that could be factors. He's getting older.
And that did just happen, dude. That was not that long ago.
Yeah.
That was December.
That was December 17th. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How old is Bobby?
Older. He's like 35, right?
Bobby Green's 36, but then how old is... I think Jared Gordon is also like 35. 34. Yeah, I just think Jared Gordon is I don't know. It's like he doesn't go for it. He has all the skills. He just doesn't really... Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
I got Bobby too, so...
I got Bobby, yeah.
Is that the co-main event?
No, it should be, but it's Brett Tavares and Bruno Silva is a good fight.
Ooh.
I like Brett Tavares. Brett Tavares is such a G. Dude
I
always goes in his scraps.
I love Bruno Silva, though. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I've enjoyed his career. I really have.
I mean, he went 3 rounds with Alex.
Yes.
That's impressive enough that you managed to, not even Izzy could go to the decision with this guy.
Yeah, but dude, Gerald Mearshart destroyed him.
You just got Gerald Mearsharded on.
Yes.
You got Mearsharded on.
That was a fluke, though. That guy's got power. Bruno Silva's got power.
Yeah. And he's got good jiu-jitsu, too. He's a good fighter.
I think he's going to win. It's going to be a good comeback for him.
I got Brad, dude.
He's really good.
From Hawaii. He's tough, man. He's got good boxing. I'm sure he's going to want to prove himself after that last fight. Because he did, it was a competitive fight with a guy who's now top 10. Yeah, I'm excited.
Anything else you're excited for?
Very excited. You're yawning at the.
Dude, I'm not even going to watch the fights. I'm not even going to watch the fights.
Why? What's happening?
I got free tickets to Earth Day Birthday.
To what?
Earth Day Birthday. It's a rock festival.
Earth Day Birthday. The one time that I like slightly missed a card, which was the Jamal card.
Yeah.
I just heard it from you. I was, I got it. You piled it on me.
You can pile it on me whenever.
Cards.
You can pile it on me whenever.
What's going on with missing these cards?
Dude, the UFC's just dude, free tickets to a rock show, man? Come on.
Dude, it doesn't consume your life. I mean,
it does, but so does music.
What do you have? A wife and
yeah, I do.
and other things to do?
No, I really do. That is what it is. She loves a lot of these bands. Do you have
other responsibilities and stuff?
No, it's not that. She loves a lot of these bands. If I didn't have a wife, I would be glued to the television for sure.
Maybe it's good. She should get you out. Don't watch this card, dude. It's not worth it.
Dude, seriously.
I'm going to watch this card and then go to bed at 1:30. Like, why did I watch this whole card?
You think if it was just David and I, we'd be going to a concert? No, we'd be glued in front of the TV while eating burritos.
3 burritos each, too. It'd be like an absurd amount.
Yeah, it's my wife who gets David and I out of the house sometimes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Hey, shout out to her. She passed her fitness instructor's test, so very proud of her.
Congratulations.
So she's a teacher, so now she'll have something to do in the summer times.
She's a double teacher now.
Yeah. Oh,
instructor and
double champ right there.
Double champion.
But
that's
dude,
the double champion of education.
We'll still have phones on us. We can still keep updated with the fights. It's not like we're not going to be. It's not like we're not going to be paying attention. It's in a big field. So,
I just won't text you or anything,
That's fine.
I just won't get to rub in any picks that I get right against picks that you got wrong.
Dude, I'm going to make huge parlays and win them all.
Do it.
Yep.
I think you should definitely do it. I think one fight that you could, we, I don't know if you want to do this, but we missed it last week. It could be time for.
We're going to do blind dog bets of the guy who's going to a concert. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Blind dog bets.
What's going on? I'm Jared of Blind Dog Bets, and we've got this week's picks for what's even the name of this card? UFC what?
Pavlovich versus Blaydes.
Thank you. My announcer right there. We're gonna be taking, dude. What are the odds for that fight? Do you have any clue?
Let me pull them up.
Yeah, because let's not just throw this out and act like we haven't, checked these out at all.
Of course. I mean,
I'm not just gonna say I'll take Sergey. I mean, what if he's a minus 400? I mean, that doesn't.
True. And MMA math and all that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I would assume he's going to be the favorite.
What do you want me to check on? Because last time I checked on DraftKings, you didn't like that.
No, that's fine. Just do DraftKings.
Oh, shit. Just got attacked by a fly. Very unprofessional. Okay. Yeah. Curtis Blaydes, minus 170. Sergei Pavlovich, plus 145. Are you serious? Today. Yeah.
Okay, if Sergey's the underdog, ride with him. And who else? We were talking. I want Bruno Silva to win. I think that's a pretty good pick. Sal likes Brad Tavares, which is totally fine. But yeah, we're gonna take Bruno Silva. We're gonna take Sergey. We're gonna be taking. We were just talking about this. Oh, Bobby Green. We're taking Bobby Green, of course.
Yeah. Minus 250, Bobby Green.
That's a nice parlay right there. Those three. Mm-hmm. That's the parlay. Bruno Silva. Dude, what's Sergey's last name?
Pavlovich.
Sergei Pavlovich. I don't know why. I always want to say something else. Pavlovich. That sounds about right too. Yeah. Sergei Pavlovich, Bruno Silva, and our man, Bobby King Green.
I know this is your segment, but I just want to throw one in there.
Please do. Please.
I would take Jeremiah Wells versus Matthew Semmelsberger.
Dude, thank you for saying that because you know what I said in Jeremiah's last fight. I said he's the lock. And I'm sticking with him. I think for sure.
Matthew Semmelsberger is legit. He showed that last fight with Jake Matthews. But Jeremiah Wells has some kind of something in his hands that puts
Alien
people out.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
y'all must have forgot.
Almost
Jeremiah
forgot.
Wells. All right, so Jeremiah Wells, Sergei Pavlovich, Bruno Silva, Bobby King Green. 4-fight parlay. Enjoy.
Blind Dog Bet.
Just getting more and more efficient every episode.
That's the one right there. That
Best
parlay's
in the
gonna
business.
hit.
I don't think I don't think you've gotten one like completely right yet. This could be the one.
Dude,
I did win some money last week.
really?
Actually, I did the verdict stuff, which I like thought I wasn't gonna do again. But I was like, you know what? If I'm such a Max fan, I have to like put my money where my mouth is. So I put 10.
Yeah.
I put 10 on the last 2 fights, and I picked Edson by knockout second round, so I messed up. And then I got Max by decision, so I won $12 off of my 10.
Nice.
So, or I won. Yeah, I ended up with 22 in my account. So I won 22.
How does that work?
I put down 10, so I really won 12 because of
I get
paid.
that, but I don't know
Yeah.
how the verdict MMA thing.
So the way that they have it is, they have tournaments. So it's not like you bet on the whole card. You bet on the co-main and the main event. So you could be like, I picked this guy this round, and you put called XP points. You put this many XP on this guy. So if you get that pick right, that holds more value, and you could win in the pool. So if you're like, I was like top 50. So there you'll win around $12 off of your 10. If you win first place, you get like $3,000 or something like that.
Off of your 10?
Off of your 10. 10 is the lowest you can put in. You can put more, I think. Or I think it's just 10. I have to double check. But yeah, and then you end up in the leaderboard and you see where you ranked. Ben Askren is really good at it. He gets like first place all the time. But
Really?
yeah, it's cool because it's not like you have to get this crazy parlay right. You just get the last 2 right, and you win some money, which is fun. I'm not gonna do it again though. That's it. I won one, and now I'm done. I'm just gonna retire.
All right, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
One and done. So the next time he says that he can put $10 in, we can come right back to this clip.
Dude, I put 30 on Pena, dude. It worked. It worked. I mean, I got money.
You're like, I got $250 now on Pena.
Yeah.
Dude, just
how
stay
it
away
is.
from it, man. Stay away from it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Stay away from the women, the booze, the drugs, the gambling. Stay away from it all, Sal.
Hey, listen, kid. I've been through a lot of life.
You ever go to the dessert aisle at a buffet?
At a buffet? What is
Yeah,
it?
man. Dude, you ever go to a buffet and just eat like 5 plates and then end up in the dessert and you're like, oh man, I'm too full, but then have like 5 plates of dessert?
Dude, I did a horrible thing the last time I went to a buffet.
Yeah.
I ate like
Shit
5
your
plates.
pants?
Yeah. That was afterwards. I had like
Yeah.
5 plates,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh man, I'll just have a little bit dessert. Had a lot of dessert.
For sure.
And then I went back for like more food. Like more.
Oh,
They had
no,
this like
you got to end with the dessert.
Yeah, and then I ended with dessert again. I had double dessert, and then I couldn't breathe. One of my buddies threw up. Yeah, and we never went back there. It was nasty.
I once went to Caesar's Palace buffet in Las Vegas.
Is that awesome or like horrible?
Dude, it is so unbelievably awesome. Like, it's one of the
Yeah.
greatest buffets on earth.
Hmm.
And I ate and I ate and I ate. And I think it was like probably noon or like 1 p.m. or so when we were done. And I just literally went to the hotel room and passed out for the rest of the day till like the next day at like 4 p.m.
Damn.
Like,
Food coma.
dude, because that, not even food coma, pain. Just that uncomfortable. Just that uncomfortable. Just
Yeah.
like tossing
It
and
does
turning
that.
and moaning.
Yeah, that time I went with my buddy, one of them threw up, and then the other one who was driving, had to literally sit still for 30 minutes because like if he moved, he felt like he was gonna puke.
What's with that? Like, what is in us that just means like okay, like oh, there's no food ever again that I'm gonna be able to eat?
I think it's just the access. It's like you can't give someone that much access to so much food. It's like, you're like, just pay this, and then you can just keep eating.
No, for sure. No, I agree with you. But there are people who would not eat 10 plates of food at a buffet.
Those people aren't fun, though. Those people are gonna. I don't know. Those people are not fun.
They're gonna die miserable.
But every time I do that, I immediately regret it afterwards. Like that, none of that food was that good that I should be in this much pain right now. So it's kind of like I guess it's the experience.
Yeah, I used to
the
do
friends
like
you made along the way.
I used to do food competitions at like restaurants that would have it. Like, do this and get your picture and T-shirt on the wall. I used to do that on tour, and I've been pretty successful with it.
Eat 20 pounds of cake, and we'll give you a shirt.
I mean, I would definitely be able to do that one. I've done an amazing burrito challenge in the UK. And it was legitimately like 3 massive burritos attached to each other.
And you did it?
In like 25 minutes.
For real?
Yeah, I demolished it.
Oh, wow. Were they like, oh my God, you actually did it?
Yeah, they literally were like laughing at me. I'm like, where's my picture?
Give me no. Wow, dude. There was a show I used to watch. I think it was called Man vs. Food.
Yeah.
And there was that guy used to just go and do all those challenges. And it was like the most fun thing as a kid to watch.
And then
like,
they replaced
guy's eating
him.
A full pizza?
But then they replaced that guy with somebody else who was not even close to he's not even close to as good. You probably don't even watch the original guy.
Yeah, I did. Adam something?
Yeah, Adam. Adam's the original.
Yeah, Adam Rickman.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was like my favorite show.
They replaced him.
Why?
I don't know. Something happened. He probably said like a waitress was cute or something. I don't know.
He was a little too hungry for that shirt. Oh yeah,
he's like,
this loser.
What's that shirt you're wearing?
Who's this guy?
It's not as good.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from Super whatever? Super. Oh.
Super Clips?
I don't know what I'm. No. There was that guy that did that documentary where he just ate McDonald's for like a really long time.
Oh, Super Size Me.
Super Size. I think it's that. Is it that guy?
No.
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 Is it?
No.
No, it just looks like him. But
no need to watch it.
Man vs. Food, and I remember watching. He did like his own version, but he just went to restaurants and tasted food. He didn't do like the challenges and stuff. Which is lame.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the fun things that I did when I was a kid.
I need a soundboard.
Yeah, right.
There we go. Anything else, my man, or you good?
I think we covered everything. I mean, we even covered Man versus Food, so that's how you know we really got everything.
That's true. That's true.
We just did like a 5-minute bit on buffets, so that's what we do here, you know?
I love buffets.
We cover everything.
Yeah, I love too much food.
Yeah, it's always fun. You know what's the worst? The like pizza buffets. So like what's it called? Peter Pan's? I think that's a buffet.
Peter Pan's?
Is it?
I've never heard of Peter Pan's pizza buffet.
For real?
Peter Pan's I've never heard. What?
Is it Peter Pan's?
What?
Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. It's something with Peter Pan.
Peter Pan's?
Peter Piper.
Really?
Is it Peter Piper? Am I losing my mind?
Yes.
Oh, Cece's Pizza. That's what it was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Cece's.
Dude, I was literally hearing you say Peter Pan's and Peter Piper's, and in my head I'm like, there's no way he's talking about Cece's Pizza.
I'm talking about Cece's Pizza. Is that a buffet? It is, right?
Yeah, yes. Oh, but why did you just call Cece's Peter Pan's?
I don't know, dude. I think I mixed something up in my brain.
You think so?
Dude, you're a Florida guy. Have you ever been to Sweet Tomato?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. They shut all of them down.
Really?
That place was like my childhood.
For sure.
They had everything, and it was just
I like
old
CC's
people in
stuff.
there too. So you could just keep going.
I do like Peter Pan's CC's Pizza. I do like
Peter Pan's, Peter Piper's, Sissy's Pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for any kind of buffet.
I've never been to Sissy's Pizza though.
Well, that makes sense now.
Yeah. So like I know of it, and I know there's a buffet, and I know it's popular, but I've never been there. I've been to like spin-offs of CC's Pizza.
Clearly.
The sequels.
All right, man. Well, you have yourself a great rest of your week.
Good night.
I will chat at you soon. But first of all, thank you to all of you wonderful people for tuning into A Fighting Chance. We really appreciate it. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell for notifications, and we will catch you on our next episode. Thank you for the love and support.
Boom. Don't forget to comment.
Comment!